Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Reject Films. Today I'm going to be reviewing a film for you guys that's put out by the Asylum, and they're doing a thing in association with Cinemark Theaters through the whole month of October, where every Thursday, I think it's just October, I might be wrong, but every Thursday they're doing a film they're showing at the Cinemark Theaters, and they're all releases from the Asylum. And they sent me links to some movies that they're showing to see if I'd be interested in reviewing any of them. And the first one they sent me was to a film called Tonight She Comes, which was originally filmed in 2016 and still doesn't have a U.S. release for like physical media. I believe there's a UK release of it, but it's my understanding the director's having a hard time getting a U.S. Distribution. But yeah, so I watched this movie last night, and I gotta say, it started out like, you're just trying to figure out what the hell is going on, and there's just this chick in the woods, and she's running from something, and she ends up like stabbing herself in the stomach, and it just kind of goes from there to following this guy, this mailman of sorts, and his friend trying to find this house and to deliver this letter and everything. And they stumble across, they finally find the house, and they come across these couple women that are at the house. And from there, things just kind of get crazy. There's lots and lots of nudity in this film, for sure. Definitely not for younger people, but from that point on, it just gets kind of weird. The girl at the beginning ends up showing up to where the two girls and the one guy are, and his friend's like hiding in the woods doing other stuff, and his friend comes across a what he thinks is a dead body of a woman. She ends up coming back, and I'm trying not to give too much away, but she ends up taking out his friend out there in the woods, and then she shows up to where the other two girls are and the main guy, and they're trying to figure out what's going on with her, and she's all covered in blood and everything and completely nude, and they're kind of like fighting her off and everything, and they end up finally getting into this house that had been locked, and they come across this father and his two children, and he says something along the lines of that's his reborn bride and everything, and they got some witchcraft, like devil worshiping stuff going on inside this house, and I guess his wife had since passed, and he's trying to get her reborn through the body of this other girl, and there's just some crazy shit that goes on from there. It kind of takes a different turn once they get into this house. I mean, at first, I didn't even want to watch this movie. When it started out, the acting was like real bad, and everything that was going on was just kind of stupid and everything. But I stuck with it, and I'm glad I did, because the second half of the movie really made up for it. I mean, the Asylum's known for putting out, a lot of low budget, bad acting type movies, but usually they're pretty fun as well. I haven't watched a whole lot of them, but the ones I have seen have turned out to be, at least entertaining. So anyway, they got all this witchcraft stuff going on, this devil shit going on in there, and the father tells him that he's going to get his wife reborn by any means necessary, and the brother and sister are doing what they got to do to bring her back. They're cutting their wrist to give blood for like the seance and everything, and there's some really grotesque scenes going on. If you guys see this film, there's one part that actually kind of grossed me out a little bit. I don't really get grossed out in horror films, but if you guys know the part I'm talking about towards the end of the movie, then you understand why. Not something I really wanted to see, but so yeah, it ends up being like the main daughter of this guy being the one to really take charge of this this seance or whatever, and tells everybody what they need to be doing and everything, and there's some really extreme circumstances. It's kind of hard to explain this movie without really giving everything away, so I'm trying to do my best to just kind of go over the outline of it. But yeah, I mean, the first half is just like, you know, the main guy and these two girls like doing, you know, what young people do and everything. And there is one kill scene in this movie which relates back to a kill, you know, a Jason kill in one of those films. I'm not gonna say which one, but it was like, you know, definitely an homage to that for sure. And there's some other things that they say that, you know, relate to other horror films. But like I said, the first half of this, I was really struggling to even stay with it, but the second half really redeemed itself. And so, and the very end is just kind of like, you know, a what the fuck ending, like just crazy shit there at the end. But yeah, definitely check this one out if you guys get a chance. Again, it's called Tonight She Comes. It might be available streaming wise somewhere. I don't know about a DVD release date or anything here in the U.S., but they did a one-day theatrical release at Cinemark Theaters on the 5th, and I'm kind of late on this review, but so yeah, if you guys come across it on any kind of streaming or anything, definitely give it a chance if you're, you know, hardcore horror fans and you want something that's just completely disgusting and lots and lots of, like I say, nudity. The main chick's nude like half the movie, you know. And yeah, so you know, thanks to Cinemark or the Asylum for sending me a link to the screener copies and everything. And I have at least one more I'll be doing for another one that they sent to me. I don't know if I'll keep going on them or not, because I end up being kind of late before, you know, after they're already shown at the theater. So yeah, let me know if you guys have seen this movie. I posted on Facebook that I was checking it out, and some people had seen it like last year at this time. I guess they did a theatrical run of it. So if you guys have come across this one, let me know what you guys thought of it and everything like that. And I'll be back with another review for another Asylum film as soon as I get a chance to watch it. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.